Hello internet friends! Happy Project for Awesome! I know I haven't been very active on this channel recently, but there was no way I was going to miss the annual event in which nerdfighters and online video enthusiasts from around the world come together to make YouTube less about screaming goats and cats on Roombas and more about decreasing world suck by getting involved with charitable causes. This year I'm supporting the National Multiple Sclerosis Society in honor of my cousin Kathy, who was diagnosed with MS several years ago. MS is an autoimmune disease that damages the myelin that insulates nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. This disrupts the various parts of the nervous system's ability to communicate with each other. Symptoms are many and varied, but they can include exhaustion, clinical depression, unstable mood, muscle spasms, difficulty with coordination and mobility, problems with vision, difficulty speaking or swallowing, and chronic pain. For some people, these symptoms may be relapsing, which means they show up, they disappear after some time, and then they show up again sometime in the future. Or they may be progressive, which means that they just show up and they stick around and they get worse and worse and worse. At the moment, there's no cure for MS. We can only treat the symptoms, and a lot of the treatments have unpleasant and uncomfortable side effects. Scientists aren't even entirely sure what causes MS. They think it either has something to do with the myelin-producing cells just not working right anymore, or the immune system starts to attack the cells that produce the myelin. This may have to do with a combination of genetics and environmental factors such as infections that the patient has had. Stop and think for a minute how frustrating it would be to not only have to live with the pain and the fatigue and all of that, but to want to live a normal life, to go places, do things, see people, and not know if your symptoms are going to flare up that day and completely destroy the plans you've made. Over 2 million people around the world have MS. It's most common in people of Northern European descent and people who live farther from the equator. Most people are diagnosed between the ages of 20 and 50, and MS reduces life expectancy by an average of 5 to 10 years. 2/3 of MS patients are women. The National MS Society in the United States funds education and research about the disease, and it also provides resources and support for healthcare workers, resources and support for the friends and family of those who have MS, and of course, resources and support for people who have MS themselves. Some of the sections on the website are finding care options, including traditional and alternative medicine, tips on self-advocacy, ways to manage symptoms, and ways to maintain mobility and increase accessibility at home and at work. Donating to the MS Society is easy. I just made a donation in honor of Kathy. All you have to do is go to nationalmssociety.org and click on the donate button at the top of the page right next to the search bar. This year I am matching donations to the MS Society up to a total additional amount of $100. If you want me to match your donation, all you have to do is send me an email to madeleinedoesp4a@gmail.com. You can either forward me the confirmation email you receive after you donate, or you can just take a screenshot of the top part of that email where it says your name and how much you donated and send me that image. If you live outside the US and you want to donate to an MS organization in your country, feel free to email me as well. Kathy is one of my favorite people. She's so smart and hilarious and fun to be around, and it makes me so mad that she has to deal with MS slowing her down. I want to have a world where Kathy and other people with MS don't even have to worry about their symptoms because they don't even have to worry about the disease. I want there to be a cure. To me, that's totally worth the pineapple. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to be awesome.